Next story.
SeattleTimes.com. Mount Baker landslide kills thousands. Deceased blues singer arrested. Jack London.
4 minutes.
Bellingham, Washington. In an unprecedented turn of events, a massive landslide triggered by legendary blues guitarist Stevie Ray Vaughan has left thousands dead and caused widespread devastation along the eastern face of Mount Baker. Vaughan, who was apparently inspired by his many cover performances of Jimi Hendrix's Voodoo Child, allegedly attempted to chop down the mountain with the edge of his hand. According to eyewitnesses, the resulting seismic shock, measuring 5.0 on the Richter scale, unleashed a cascade of landslides and avalanches that buried entire communities below.
The calamity drew the attention of Superman, who intervened to apprehend Vaughan, the Man of Steel, defying the current ban on supersonic flights over the United States, arrived at the scene to find a bedraggled and disoriented Vaughan attempting to build a small island out of shattered talus in Baker Lake. Vaughan was taken into custody and is currently being held at Superman's Fortress of Solitude in the Arctic, where he awaits charges and trial.
Campers and hikers in the area described scenes of chaos and terror as the mountain began to give way. It was like the earth itself was angry, said Alice Jordan, a camper who narrowly escaped a landslide. We heard this thunderous crack, and then the ground just started sliding. Trees were falling, rocks were tumbling, and the air was filled with dust. It was like the end of the world.
Another witness, Tom Reynolds, recounted seeing Vaughan moments before the disaster. I thought I was hallucinating. There was this guy in a hat and a leather jacket, standing at the base of the mountain, just slamming his hand into the rock like he was trying to break it. I thought, is that Stevie Ray Vaughan? Isn't he dead? What the hell is he doing? Then the ground started shaking, and I ran for my life.
Local politicians and officials in the Bellingham area expressed shock and grief over the tragedy. This is an unimaginable loss for our community, said Bellingham Mayor Kim Lund. Our hearts go out to the families of those who lost their lives like animals. We are working with state and federal agencies to provide aid and support to those affected.
Washington Governor Bob Ferguson declared a state of emergency and called for a full investigation into the incident. While the circumstances surrounding this disaster are unprecedented, our focus right now is on rescue and recovery efforts, Ferguson said in a press conference. We will get to the bottom of what happened and ensure that justice is served.
Superman's involvement has sparked both gratitude and controversy. While many praised the hero for his swift action in apprehending Vaughan, others questioned his decision to violate the supersonic flight ban. I understand the urgency of the situation, but Superman shattered windows across 3 states, said Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal. We need to have a serious conversation about the implications of this action.
Superman, in a brief statement, defended his decision. In moments of crisis, I must act to protect lives. Stevie Ray Vaughan's actions posed an immediate threat, and I did what I had to do to prevent further harm. I will fully cooperate with any inquiries into my actions.
As for Vaughan, Superman confirmed that the deceased but still animate musician is being held at his Fortress of Solitude, a location deemed secure enough to contain him. Legal experts are divided on how to proceed with Vaughan's case, given the extraordinary circumstances.
This is uncharted legal territory, said University of Washington law professor Emily Carter. You have a musician who allegedly caused a natural disaster by attempting to perform a feat described in a song. How do you even begin to approach that in a court of law?
And can Vaughan even be charged? Carter continued. He's been dead for 35 years. There is no case law that is applicable to zombies or homunculi or whatever he turns out to be. According to witnesses, Vaughan seemed to be in a poor mental state when Superman apprehended him. He may not be competent to stand trial. He's apparently killed thousands of people like animals and probably earned multiple life sentences. What does this mean to a creature who apparently cannot die like an animal?
For now, the world waits for answers as the community begins the long process of healing and rebuilding. Meanwhile, Stevie Ray Vaughan's music has seen a surge in streams and downloads, with Voodoo Child topping charts worldwide.